I thought as a public service, since it's so hard to find reliable news these days, tonight I would provide a few rules of thumb for trying to follow the news in our modern age. Starting with, if the headlines in your preferred news outlet routinely feature words like shreds, destroys, pummels, bashes, your outlet is a partisan piece of shit. Either that or you're reading a Batman comic. Ditto with obliterates, roasts, annihilates, and owns. You're supposed to be a source for information, not Nikki Glaser at the Tom Brady roast. Oh, she was good. 2, any news source that quotes the internet or writes Twitter says or a bunch of hacks too lazy to do real journalism. You can pretend you wrote a piece on the zeitgeist, but what you really did was look on your phone and quote the 3 angriest people with the most time on their hands. 3, if your news outlet consistently reduces everything that happens in the world to who the President of America is, get rid of it. It's just thoughtless, reflexive team politics. Trust me, no one lighting a tire fire in Haiti is thinking, I wouldn't have done this under Trump, but given the weakness of the Biden administration, why not? Every problem in the world isn't caused by the president. When that train derailed in East Palestine, it wasn't because Trump deregulated the brakes and the container ship didn't hit the bridge because of Biden's woke DEI agenda. These aren't news stories. They're storylines pumped into your bubble. 4, always be aware that once the news became a profit division of media companies, they stopped being in the news business and are now in the audience stroking business. The goal is no longer to inform opinions, it's to reinforce them. Walter Cronkite used to say, that's the way it is. Now it's, that's our story and we're sticking to it. Narrative first, whole story never. On Fox, a Venezuelan migrant is always stabbing a white lady. And on NPR, where they stop bashing the rich long enough only to beg for money. Jamaica is a paradise and Nebraska is a no-go zone. News Nation reported this year that the U.S. was on track for nearly a 300% increase in measles cases. 300%? Wow, that sounds like it could be millions. It was 35, because they just want to manipulate you into clicking. Look, I have 10 fingers. You want to see me suddenly have 80% less? Let's go, please. Okay. 5, never trust the initial reports. The media cares way more about being first than being right. They love a scoop, but it's a scoop of shit because it always turns out to be wrong. This goes way back to, remember Columbine? Remember that, the first school shooting where it was widely reported that the shooters were members of a trench coat mafia? They weren't. That they were being bullied? Not true. And they targeted jocks. No evidence of that. So they got everything right except for all of it. You know, you have to care about the truth. The media doesn't care about it because they know you don't care, that you just want to hear your side. So at some point, you need to take a step back, look around, and be really honest. Are you actually as fucked as your news feed tells you you are? Are you miserable? Some people are, and we should help them. Are you destitute? Some people are. We should help them. But most people who take the subway get to work alive. Most don't fall out of a plane with a missing door. Odds are you won't actually catch bird flu during a school shooting or be living on the street because a squatter snatched your house. Be honest. Are you really that sad about the present, sorry about the past, and scared shitless about the future?